Hey everybody, it's PapaVito, and welcome to another update video. I had to make another one of these because I didn't want to, just in case, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for a long time, and so I just wanted to tell you my plans for the next few months and the pace of this channel. So when it comes to making videos, I've gotten some feedback and I realize I'm not really that passionate enough to just make one genre or just one type of videos. Feel free to correct me on the grammar on that. But anyway, I realize that I think I'm just gonna cycle my content in the future. So let's just say for like 1 month, for like the next like 3 or 4 videos, they're all gonna be top tens. And then maybe the following month, maybe I'll just make those all gaming related videos. And then the month following that, it would just be vlogs. I figured at least in that way, it would at least be easier for me to produce these videos, as well as having the variety that I want so much in a channel. I also don't want to alienate you guys. So if you want to know when a new pair of videos or new set comes, I'll make sure to tell you that days ahead of the videos releasing. And I'll make sure to put videos for that and not just put them on social media because I know not everyone looks into that. So I'll definitely do my best to communicate there. I keep getting questions asked about music. The only thing I could say about music is that I don't even know myself. Other than I want to make music, I'm still motivated to do music. Just don't know when will be the great time or will have a chance to really fulfilling that promise. Because right now it's just been the time just been spent just me figuring out parts of my life, live streaming, and basically just trying to dedicate myself to other parts of my life besides music. And well, when it comes to making that, I realize that the time spent and the time released are just way too far apart. So once I get into that groove of making like one song, I it's very likely that I won't stop. So once I start writing, I'll probably type up what I wrote, then I'll start recording, then I'll start editing, do everything else in between, and you'll have yourselves a song. I figured I'm just gonna do that too. Just make a whole bunch of announcements so that you guys aren't out of the loop. And I'll try to make these at least once a month to tell you what my big plans are, because I realized that if I wanted to keep, this channel active, I didn't want to just release videos and then disappear for a long time, because then that means I'm not really. It feels like I'm very absent for a lot of that time, where I'm just like in a den of just doing everything in secret or in private, and then just coming out for a little bit in the wild to give you guys what I shared. And I don't really, and I feel like I can do that better. So yeah, I'll probably make some update videos, and if I can help it, try to put some schedules up so that the videos can and will be released depending on the pace, how long it's gonna take me to edit, and how often I'll be able to do it before other obstacles come or I lose interest. And I'll at least try to keep that within the span of like a month or maybe even a week. Just so that, we got this great amount of momentum going. And that, you feel like you've been satisfied, that you can wait for the next. And you won't have to wait so long to see it. So who knows? That might mean that I'll have to make some videos and then save them and hold them for later. But I do hope it just makes for a better experience, And plus, it helps in analytics, so that's also a plus too. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of like those are just my plans for now. And as always, feel free to go in the comments. But I'll just pretend that people are actually listening to this until until there's people actually listening to this. Okay, and I guess now I could just give away my ideas. Because ideas only come to me for a certain time, and usually it's only one thing at a time that I become very invested in that I want to do. I think it's finally time to announce probably one of my bigger plans for this channel, and that has to do with IQ. Now, in a separate video, I'll probably have to explain that. But basically, I think the next set of videos are going to be top 10s, and they're probably going to be something related to IQ or something else that's pretty meme related. But yeah, that's been a big thing on my mind because I really do wanna make some videos about that. Um, just have the basically the videos are just gonna be me, talking about channels that I like and channels that have helped me, where I feel like I've gotten smarter and better for them, and probably channels that I rely a lot of like my knowledge from. And if for anybody that feels the same way and just wanting to just improve themselves, that's a quick and surefire fire way to to show them something. Just have one video talking about channels that I enjoy and I feel like other people enjoy. Have just have a complete set list so that if anybody want to check that out, they would be able to. Because I don't really see that many people giving other channels that much credit, and I feel like I feel like they should be recognized for their work. For now, I don't know if that'll be a series or a top 10 list of like videos, but definitely the next video is definitely gonna tackle that. And then maybe in about May, I'll make gaming videos as the time sure will be ripe for it. As I think a few racing games are gonna come out, and in April a few more titles, including Labo VR. So I think I'll be able to push out a few videos there, and maybe a few reviews at the time being, just so that at least I can start producing now, and then prepare for later. As that's another thing I've been trying to figure out a lot, is just how am I gonna be able to produce these videos efficiently, because like if I only have that one mindset, that one hardworking attitude for just like one day, then I gotta make sure I gotta like write everything down so that I can continue that momentum. Because otherwise, if I don't write my thoughts down, I'm just gonna completely forget how I did anything in the first place. So I'm definitely doing my best to work on that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna do a lot more streams in the future because I basically just went full cycle where I guess now in order to tame some relevance and still have fun being entertaining, I decided that maybe just like 1 to 2 hour streams would be good for me, because when I tried to edit videos, those were just too long and just too agonizing, because I wanted to be done with them so that I could share them, but they just weren't complete yet. And even when they are, reception can always be mixed. So I feel like at least with streaming, it feels something a little bit more tangible in terms of just like how you're able to produce content in a good pace as well as being entertaining for a good pace. Because I realized, I guess one curse and blessing of being an unpredictable, improvised sort of person is that you can truly create magic right out of thin air. But if you're trying to make something more final, more refined, something with more thought and something that's more complete, it's gonna be very difficult to try to achieve that. And for me, I hope that I'll be able to do that. because I would definitely love to be successful on both platforms. But seeing the way that I am, I'm eventually gonna get deplatformed one of these days. So I definitely need another crux to, help my career, as well as trying to keep a community around and active. So, so there's definitely um, that danger or that possibility. And I think just the way that playing games is almost a little bit more appealing when you're streaming them than when actually playing them. Not in every case, of course, but at least for me, I think I'll be able to make that work. Where if you generally like to see me play video games, I could stream that because at least when it's live, that's just me having fun. Because if I'm not having fun with an audience, I'm just having fun with myself. Compared to editing, it was a where it was a serious, personal project. Or because of just low view counts, I really can't depend on like the positive reception of people enjoying it. At least not now. And at least when I'm live streaming, I'll be able to communicate more and be more honest with myself, as well as not feeling like I have to be always in a rush to produce to remain relevant. So at least with that, I can at least be very active. Hopefully, it won't take me this long to edit this video either. I'll have to do a few things. Probably add in a few texts and probably a few more edits. I gotta stop after every sentence so that at least in post editing it's easier to manage. But when you're doing this live, it can be very difficult because without that essential component, which is an audience, it can be very difficult to know how how to be entertaining or to or how to even know what you're doing is right. It's all just a shot in the dark. So I'm just gonna have to trust myself, have faith, and have the confidence to pull it off, and maybe we'll get somewhere. That's everything that I can think of for now. A few good things have been happening in my personal life, so at least when it comes to here, it's gonna be a lot more effective and efficient in the future. And I guess when it comes to future plans and streams, yeah, might as well just tell them right now. I'll probably make anniversary streams. Like, I already have plans to play games for the death of Awada and Michael Jackson when those days come, or I'm gonna play games on those days. When it comes to top 10s, those are going to be an annual thing where they're either going to be top 10 games or top 10 YouTubers. We'll see whichever comes first and just see, if I'm satisfied with that sort of thing. And then probably make a few more videos in between, maybe more ranty type videos about certain situations. Probably the more typical ones that you always see, like about how YouTube is broken, or about how the current YouTuber sucks, or about how a certain game sucks, Just something quick so that, it can at least help with analytics. As well as just, I guess, just being a video to just vent. So if you just want like a place where, you really want to express your frustration and like 10 other popular videos isn't enough for you, or you're generally not interested in them, that can be a place where you can do that, as well as just establishing my thoughts so that it's not really something I really have to talk about with other people when they're not interested, or something I have to keep in my mind constantly, because if I talk about it, then it's out of my mind, you know Otherwise, I just be repeating myself, or if something new happens, yeah, I can always add on to that. And besides, I think it's always important to establish your thoughts, especially the older you get, because when you forget how you felt about something, you got there's no real way to really see that. So at least making the videos, at least for preservation and archiving the person I was at that time, at least works for that. So there's definitely a lot more reasons for making rant videos. I'll show you that, and I promise they won't be as active or as prominent. Because any week or any month is a good month to rant about some game or some YouTuber or some political issue or something that is just complete garbage. Yeah, I could probably dedicate a whole month to doing that and then go back to doing other things. Because that's certainly something I don't want to be known for. I'm not a commentary channel, but I'll certainly make commentary videos. And I'll probably keep them separate and distinct from everything else I do, so that at least an audience doesn't have to feel alienated. Those are the videos that he can watch. Meanwhile, if they're interested in other things, they're free to do that too. But also know that that's just not something I. Ooh-wee, the last few minutes of that audio was cut off. Thankfully, I decided to edit this. Looks like I'm gonna have to edit every video in the future because something wrong is always happening, and I can't tell if it's this editing program or my microphone or something, but the last 3 minutes were just straight up removed or just stopped recording for that reason. I don't even know what I was talking about, but I was talking about something. I think I was talking about plans and OCD and trying to make this view count go up to 20 minutes, mostly just because of OCD. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna talk for a little bit more because Jesus Christ, commentary is so difficult. I'm just gonna stop it right here. This has been PapaVito. I hope you hated this video. Unsubscribe. Just kidding. It does an update video. You can like it or not like it. You just have to know. And that's it. Goodbye.